Airbnb made a huge change in late 2023, and it's going to have a massive impact on your business in 2024. So if you want to get ahead of your competition and make 2024 your best year yet on Airbnb, then keep watching. If you're new to me, I'm Matt, a 50-time superhost who's hosted over 3,500 guests, earned millions on Airbnb, and have taught and coached hundreds of hosts how to do the exact same in my Airbnb hosting courses. So during the fall release, Airbnb introduced a new feature called Guest Favorite. Guest Favorite is a badge that will now appear at the top of your listings. You may already have this badge, and to check, just load a preview of your listing and see if it's displayed at the top. This badge is going to have a massive impact on your reservations in 2024, and especially for those of you in super saturated markets and for hosts who are experiencing the so-called Airbnb bust. And that's because in a sea of competition, those listings with the guest favorite badge are likely going to get booked up way faster than listings without it, assuming those listings have a decent search placement and are being seen, and the price is balanced with the market. But please don't confuse guest favorite and superhost status. They are not the same thing at all. Although both are based on reviews, but it's actually going to be harder to achieve guest favorite than it will be to achieve superhost status. And that is on purpose. See, not all superhosts are truly super hosts, especially if that host has a lot of listings on Airbnb. Since all of the metrics for superhost status are based on the averages across all of a host's listings. A quote superhost can perform extremely well in most of their listings and continuously disappoint in a few listings and still maintain the status. And this is likely why they introduced guest favorite. You see, guest favorite is not based on the host's overall performance. Instead, it's based solely on the performance of each individual listing. So this means that listings can earn a guest favorite even if the listing is not hosted by a superhost. Although, I suspect that in most of the cases, if a listing earns guest favorite, then the host will also earn the superhost status because guest favorite is way harder to get, as you'll see in a second. I've got a question for you. Is the guest favorite badge showing on your listing? Let us know in the comments down below. So if the guest favorite badge is gonna be so important and is a key strategy to standing out from your competition, then what is it and how do you get it? To qualify, you're going to need at least 5 reviews, which is not the same as hosting 5 guests because not all guests leave reviews. You'll need your reviews to be near perfect, specifically an average of 4.9 or above, and the following areas: check-in, cleanliness, accuracy, host communication, location, and value. And you need to keep your host cancellations below 1%. The evaluation and thus the badge appearing on your listing is apprised daily and not quarterly like Superhost is. But just like Superhost, you don't need to apply, it's gonna be automatically. And if getting high reviews from guests was not already a top priority, then now it needs to be even more than ever because one bad review could make or break your badge. So how do you get near perfect reviews in all of these categories? Well, let's pick each one apart, starting with check-in. There is a little known feature inside the Airbnb app and only on the app called check-in instructions. If you can create a picture check-in guide that truly walks your guests through every single step of the way, then there is no reason that you shouldn't be getting 5-star reviews for this metric. I've been using these guides since the inception more than 5 years ago, and I cannot remember the last time I didn't get a 5-star review for check-in. The next is cleanliness, and this one is tougher because finding good cleaners can be a real challenge. When getting guests ready, your place needs to be absolutely spotless. If the thought "this isn't good enough" crosses your mind, then it's probably not clean enough. Clean everything, and I mean everything. Under couches and beds, fridges, stoves, everything in the kitchen, everything in the bathroom. Now, I teach how to get the best results from your cleaners in my Performance Accelerator program. To be alerted when the next one is starting, register for email updates using the link below. My entire process is a bit too long to explain in a YouTube video, so you'll need to join the Accelerator program. Accuracy. This one should be dead easy. All you have to do is make sure that your pictures on your listing are current and that you've described your place in a realistic manner. But don't oversell. Please be still inviting and hospitable. And don't be afraid to call out if your place is a budget accommodation. Some guests are looking for exactly that, budget accommodation. Look, it's not all about luxury. And don't take pictures with a super wide-angle lens either. Otherwise, it's going to make your place look deceivingly bigger. And I think this one goes without saying, but make sure that you've entered the exact address for your listing, because it's obviously not accurate if your location is wrong. Host communication. This is another one that there should be no excuses for. Guests want timely answers to their questions. And as a host, this is your job. Imagine being a guest somewhere and asking questions of vital importance like, "How do I check in?" and you get no response for hours. You'd be equally pissed too. With scheduled messages, either through Airbnb or via your property management system, you can easily and automatically send out like 90% of your messages so that you can get a 5-star rating every single time, with really little effort on your part. Putting automation into practice can be challenging at times without help. It's confusing. And my preferred software partner for message automation is Hostaway. And you can get exclusive pricing if you use my referral link in the description below. Plus, I'll teach you how to optimize the automation in my Performance Accelerator program. Hey, are you enjoying this video? Are you learning something useful that you can implement in your Airbnb business to make more money? Then if so, please give this video a like or a thumbs up by tapping the thumbs up directly below this video. And if you're not already subscribed, then do so now and click on that notification bell so that you're alerted when I post a new video. Likes and subscriptions go a long way to demonstrating to YouTube that I'm making quality videos, and in turn, they'll suggest my videos to more Airbnb hosts just like you, and together we'll grow our channel and community of responsible hosts. Location. This one is tougher, and I really wish Airbnb would remove this metric. Location is a measurement of how desirable the physical location of your Airbnb is for guests. But guests can easily see where your place is on a map before they book it. So I don't get why they get to rate it again. It's not like you can pick up and move your Airbnb. I mean, unless it's on wheels or maybe if it's a boat, but this one to me makes no sense. Finally, value. This one I find tricky too. Personally, I don't mind a slightly lower value score. In fact, I often aim to get one. Yep, I aim for a less than perfect value score. If I'm consistently earning a low value score, so let's say 4.5 to 4.7 out of 5, then I know my price is high enough. If I'm always getting a 5 out of 5, that indicates to me that my price is too low. And of course, if my value score is way too low, then I know I'm overpriced. And this isn't the only metric that I use to set my price. In fact, I do an entire workshop on how to set your price so that you can confidently know that price isn't what's keeping your guests away. To be alerted when I'm offering the next workshop, click on the link below to register for an email notification. Look, on paper, all of this sounds super easy and simple, but in reality, life gets in the way. We get in our own way. And sometimes we wait to take pictures until things are just so perfect, or we put off updating our listing because we think it's just not going to have an impact. Other times we mean to get back to the guest, but then an email comes in or we get lost on social media. Look, it happens. But if you stay the course, you can become a guest favorite and a superhost too. If you're struggling to earn superhost status, or if your listing isn't yet a guest favorite, and especially if you're in a hyper-competitive or are experiencing the Airbnb bust, then be sure to check out the rest of the videos on my channel or join me inside the Airbnb Uncovered family Facebook group to be surrounded by a community of knowledgeable and supportive hosts. The link to the group is in the description. If you learned something from this video, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Don't forget that notification bell so that you'll be alerted when I post a new video. If you're looking for more highly profitable Airbnb strategies, then check out my other videos on my channel. So until next time, bye for now.